What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Stomp podcast, where we won't take your shiny moment away, unlike someone this week.
I don't know what he's cooking.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know what he's cooking with that.
Uh-huh. You do know I'm cooking with this. Bro's playing Pokemon Showdown to start this
No,
episode.
I'm not. I won.
That was a quick match then, because we just.
I'm him.
Oh, if you say so.
I'm a former top 500 player.
Yeah, we know.
Pokemon is my shit.
No, it's Pokemon, not Pokemon.
I'll poke you in your mon.
What's a mon?
I have no fucking idea.
It's a hell of a way to start an episode, that's for sure. But welcome back to the Stomp podcast. Some stuff has happened this week.
Has it?
Just a few things.
I don't know.
We're recording this on Tuesday like we typically do, so I just want to make sure that everyone knows that the news is not going to be completely up to date, but we will be up to date as possible.
We do not have NXT tonight.
There is NXT tonight.
But we will not have that in the episode.
Yes.
As we are, in fact, even though it'll be a fun-ass watch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, we're going to start this off with a moment of silence for the man, Toby Keith.
I have no idea who Toby Keith is.
Excuse me?
I have no idea who he is.
He's a country star.
Well, that makes sense, though. I don't know who he is.
He was on WWE twice.
Was he?
Yes, he was on a Raw episode in October 25th, 2010. And he gifted something to the Bellas. He also gave a vertical suplex to, I think it was a Diamond Dallas Page at one point.
Okay.
Yeah, Toby Keith was him.
Apparently.
He should have been a cowboy. It's one of his songs. And then also, shout out former WWE superstar Ronda Rousey. She mentioned this. Happy birthday, Mewtwo.
What?
Yeah, it's Mewtwo's birthday, apparently.
Today of all days. The 6th of February is Mewtwo's birthday.
That's the Pokemon made it more accurate that February 6th is Mewtwo's birthday.
I'm looking this up, because if Ronda Rousey gets a Pokemon fact wrong, she's automatically out of it. Mewtwo.
That wasn't the first tweet I saw of it.
Date. Or born? Is it birth? Is it birth? Call it. It's because Mewtwo wasn't born. It was just created.
Yes, and he was
birth date. How does Ronda Rousey know this shit?
Ronda Rousey, we hated on her too much.
Apparently, she knows
we
the game.
hated on her too much.
All right, but we should actually get into some of the news then. Instead of Ronda Rousey being able to fucking know Mewtwo's birthday of all things.
Oh well. So all the news is centered around one thing. So do we want to talk about that thing already?
Well, it's the one thing we didn't talk about last week because.
Yes, but do we want to talk about the premium live event that happened on Saturday first?
Well, it didn't happen on Saturday, so.
Sorry, that happened on Sunday.
No, because there's also a relation to that somewhat.
Do you know? Actually, we're gonna
just go chronologically like we normally do.
We're gonna talk news actually first, because fuck it, we ball. Yeah, that's what you deal with.
Bro tries to guide the episode, but cannot do it himself.
Former NWA World Champion
Nicholas
Camilla is no longer expected to be signed with WWE.
Why?
Because the contract he was offered was not a main roster contract, apparently.
I'm sorry, if they're not offering Okada a main roster contract,
Going to
you go to NXT.
Have been offered a NXT deal, and the discussions are not moving forward after that.
Yeah, okay. And the NXT brand is to help you get with the WWE program, not just the NWA, not your type of wrestling. It's just to get with the WWE program. If you do well enough, you go up in like 3 months. You're there for one storyline if you do well enough, and then you're gone.
Now we're gonna focus on some Brock Lesnar news. 99% of Brock Lesnar's merchandise has gone on sale.
Yeah. He's been removed from the 40 years of WrestleMania cover.
was the next part. He is
Wow.
no longer
I'm ahead of you.
on the cover. Instead, John Cena takes his place as one of the prominent figures.
Was John Cena not on the cover of 40
He
Years
was
Wrestling?
on. He was on. But he was on. He was one of the smaller faces.
So they made him bigger. Who took John Cena's place?
Oh fuck! Let me see if I saved it. They definitely saved it.
Because I saw that and I'm like, okay, well, was John Cena not on it? And then I went to bed.
I can't tell who the fuck that is.
Send me the photo. Send me on Twitter. I'll
Who the fuck is that? It's a blonde.
Bro, send it to me, and I will decipher while we keep going through the news.
I will decipher it. I need to find. The only one I have was a smaller version. Pics of it. WrestleOps posted it most likely. Shout out WrestleOps.
They're great.
Always has the good shit. Triple H.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So Triple H just moved.
He just moved?
So Triple H was on the cover already.
Oh, okay. And he moved over. Okay.
And he just moved to where Cena was. Cena moved to where Brock was, which is one of the 3 big prominent faces. Well, one of the 6, kind of, if you count Hogan, Austin, John, and Andre. But now we just lose one person on the cover.
Becky's on the cover, right?
Yes.
Okay,
The 3 women are Becky, Bianca, Charlotte.
Okay, it makes sense why Sasha's not there. Bailey hasn't really had that WrestleMania moment yet. That's why should main event this year.
She'll be mid-card.
Nope.
Yep. But also concerning WWE 2K24, we had someone announced for the game today.
It's gonna take a fucking spot of someone who deserves it more, and I hate it.
And he's in there because I'm telling you, he'll be one of the WrestleMania moments.
Was he at WrestleMania?
Yes.
I don't fucking know this shit. This is like one of the early WrestleManias. I don't anything before like 15. I really don't give a shit about.
Yes, Muhammad Ali had a WrestleMania match.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Against who?
Who did he face? I know he had one.
Bro does not even know.
It might have been Hogan.
It probably was. If Hogan's gonna have like 15 matches, I'm gonna be very, very pissed. Because I don't want to play as the fucking racist anymore. Even though he saved someone from a car in an NWA shirt.
He was featured in a Mania match.
Oh, so he was not in the Mania match.
He was not in the match, but he was the special guest referee for Hogan, Mr. Perfect, at WrestleMania.
Okay. It's gonna take a roster spot from like Kari or Jade or something. And they're gonna be DLC now then because of that. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, it's not gonna take Kari's.
Well, we don't know if Kari's gonna be on the roster because they like verify the roster like a half year beforehand, and Kari showed up in November. So
yeah, so if she's not in it, it's not because of Ali.
I'm still gonna blame them for kicking Kari out.
But we get Chelsea Green, so we win.
That's fine. That's fair.
Kari, you can stay away. We get Chelsea Green.
Do you hear how Michael Cole tried to say it on the broadcast?
Yes.
It was hilarious.
Some of the WrestleMania packages got released.
No, that's for
VIP.
No, that's for the event Thursday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
It's for the Las Vegas event, not for WrestleMania.
For the Las Vegas.
Trust
event.
me, if that was for Mania, I'd be on a fucking flight right now.
The gold for the Thursday event.
Well, we can't talk about the Thursday event until we talk about what happened.
But
on Friday.
for these are the packages.
I don't care what the packages are. We can't talk about it until the Thursday event is because of what happened on Friday.
Yes, but the Thursday event also has nothing to do with what happened on Friday.
Yes, it does.
These packages don't.
It has everything to do with it.
This package
the reason they're charging that much is for what happened on Friday.
The gold package. Grayson's not stopping me. You get reserved seatings, post-media event cocktail reception, appearances by Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and more.
Dude, I pay so much fucking money.
It's only $500.
I can't go to Vegas, my guy, especially this week.
A dedicated arena entrance, the WWE credential and lanyard. Now for $2,500,
It doesn't seem much of an upgrade from what's in the package. I know
you
that.
get a front row reserve seat.
Cool.
You get a photo opportunity with Hunter.
I would love to take a photo with Hunter, but like, it's not necessary.
You get a signed Cody Rhodes American Nightmare weightlifting belt.
You can buy that on the WWE shop.
You get a post-media event cocktail reception as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you get appearances by Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and more.
So basically, you just get a photo with Hunter, and you get a belt that you could buy on the shop.
Oh well.
I'm gonna look at how much that is right now.
Well, we get to that. Dijak's WWE contract is up in the spring or summer.
Well, it doesn't look like he's gonna get it re-upped after them.
Nope, re-up him.
Cody Rhodes, wait.
Okay, the amount I have to scroll for some of the news is hilarious.
Okay, so you can't get a signed one, but a normal one, like an actual like weightlifting belt, is $114.
I don't think his signature's worth that much money.
I mean, these up here, they also Cody Rhodes ones, and they were $20. So now I'm on the WWE shop looking it up. Cody Rhodes has a new shirt, which is funny because it says "Claim Your Kingdom," but it has Pharaoh on it. So I mean, that's awesome.
Dubs. Final thing that I have collected news-wise. Yes, sort on news because the big part of the news.
I have news. Then
the big reaction that Trick Williams got during the SmackDown, not the week before.
Last week.
No, this was internally.
Oh, internally. Okay, we're talking internally.
Got during in Miami really upped his standing internally.
Internally.
And he was already considered one of the hottest stars in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty much. The other thing is just Vince McMahon's getting deleted from history.
We talked about last week as well because that's been for a while.
Literally, like news-wise, this was a very calm.
There's one more thing we need to talk about.
News. Yeah, we have to talk about. Well, there's technically three things.
No. Liv Morgan is completely cleared of any criminal charges.
Oh yeah,
her charges are completely cleared. She's going to Elimination Chamber. She's main eventing Mania. Fuck Roman.
Actually, she's in a qualifying match against someone else who we are really pushing to be in the chamber.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
We're really pushing for them to be in the chamber.
No.
I want them to be in the chamber.
That's great. They're not going to be.
They should be.
They're not going to be.
They should be.
I am now just looking at the WWE shop. This is what happens when you get in the WWE shop. I'm going to act.
All right. So let's talk about some.
SmackDown?
We had a Friday happen.
It happens every week.
We're going to talk about the least important thing that happened on Friday.
Yeah, let's go through everything else that happened on Friday.
There was two things important that happened.
Mm-hmm.
The least important, Tiffany Stratton debuted.
That's the most important thing that happened on Friday. What are you talking about?
It was awesome. And she, along with another superstar female named Jade Cargill, are officially on the blue brand.
Is Jade on SmackDown?
She signed. Wasn't it official that she signed?
I don't remember seeing that.
She walked out holding a SmackDown contract.
Well, Braun did that too, but he's not officially signed.
The same time Tiffany announced he was signed. I want to say, if I remember right, she signed. No, it was Naomi. Duh.
There you go. I was like Naomi signed. I remember that.
Yeah, I had them backwards. I had it backwards.
So I'm like, now it's Naomi.
Naomi is officially on SmackDown along with Tiffany Stratton.
Okay.
God, that looks so racist.
It does look so racist. It probably.
Fuck.
Bro, it could be the two black women that just joined WWE.
Well, one's been in WWE.
Who just rejoined WWE.
Kevin Owens beat Austin Theory with brass knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else happened. Tyler Dunn Tyler Bates and Pete
Wow.
Dunne
There you go. You can't do names
are
today.
in a number one contenders match.
See, he's not racist. He confused the two white guys.
It's not sexist. I did it with women. I did it with men. Perfectly fine. But yes, they're in a number one contenders match with the winner of who won it on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Who I will just say it fucking now. Hashtag Team DIY.
You care more about tag wrestling than I do.
It'll be a good match. B-Fab officially joined Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
That took them a while to do. Because they teased that all the way back in like December.
Oh, well. Do you want to talk about the smaller thing that happened on SmackDown or the bigger?
We're going to have to talk about both of them.
But which first? The one that'll take like 2 minutes or the one that'll take 15?
Let's take the one that's going to take 2 minutes rather than the one that's going to take up half the episode. If not most of the episode.
We officially have our first Royal Rumble challenge of the year.
Wait, that's bigger than anything. Because that's an official match setup now. That's the first match for WrestleMania. What the fuck are you
Was it
about?
trending on Twitter for like 5 days?
Yes.
No, it was
just
not.
By me. I'm the only one.
Damage Control is officially segmented.
There you go.
I was never going to say broken up.
Yeah, you were.
I was going to say fractured, this, that. The leader of Damage Control is no longer in Damage Control.
Yes, she is.
Bailey's gone.
Io's still there, boy.
Io's not the leader.
Yes, she is.
Because they're going to turn on her as soon as Bailey holds the gold after Mania.
Nah.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna force both of them to go babyface?
I think it's going to be the slow turn and she's breaking it all up. Even though I think Dakota is the next one to be attacked as they attack her torn ACL so that she tears it again.
I don't think they're gonna. Everyone's like, Dakota's the next one to turn babyface. I'm like, no.
No, I think Dakota is going to be the last one.
I think Dakota is the big bad heel there, unless it's Kari, you know.
I think it's Asuka.
No, I think Asuka's just kind of there because Kari's there.
I think Asuka and Kari are like, do we have anything better to do?
Yeah,
no. We'll go fuck around with them.
They're having a ton of fun with the tag titles right now.
But we officially have Io Bailey scheduled for WrestleMania.
That's your main event night one.
Yeah, it should be the co-main event.
No, fuck off. It should be the main event at night one.
Yeah, the co-main event.
Okay,
we watch Gunther and Imperium versus the New Day main event.
That's not even funny.
Sorry.
It's just a bad match. Get
Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew versus Ilya versus Pete Dunne versus
Tyler Bate. Elimination Chamber at me.
And an Elimination Chamber.
This man's.
And then combine it with the Royal Rumble afterwards.
Play the Money in the Bank right there.
And if someone while in the match grabs the Money in the Bank briefcase, they win the Money in the Bank briefcase.
You know, our truth would probably win that match then.
Accidentally, yeah.
This is how we get the briefcase away from Damian Priest.
Oh well, and now the other thing that happened.
It's a small thing that happened, yeah.
We want Cody.
Dwayne Johnson walked out after Cody Rhodes confronted Roman Reigns after Cody said, "I'm coming for you. I'm coming for that belt, Roman, but not at Mania." What the fuck does that mean?
Cody.
What does that mean? Not at Mania? Where else are you to go? The Royal Rumble guarantees you a spot at Mania.
The part that makes it worse is he said, "I'm gonna get to you," but I'm gonna do it in a way no one else has done it.
It might be a work.
Reports are saying it's 1,000% a work.
But also that could just be like a smokescreen to be like, oh, we meant for this to happen. This outrage was planned the whole time. Because
the fun fact about that,
the signs they gave out at Vengeance were pieces of paper.
Cody Rhodes reportedly warned WWE ahead of time about the backlash.
Because Cody Rhodes knows his fan base.
And Cody knows, hey, they fucking love me.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fan base that has fallen in love with me.
They found their Cena. They
Like,
found Next Generation Cena, and then they're like, "Oh, let's Daniel Bryan him."
and if the goal really is to give him that already, he had that Cena
Mm-hmm.
backing, and then you give him the Daniel Bryan backing as well. That's either gonna blow up in your face,
I think it's already blowing up in their face
or he's about to be the biggest superstar WWE has ever had.
because the issue is that Rock doesn't want to back down. He doesn't want to like give up the match, whatever. Like even if like
Triple threat it.
I don't want a triple threat because okay, then you have two giant Samoan dudes fighting it
Cody.
out, and then you have one white dude. That's like Cody's built, but like he ain't built like those two Samoans.
Let Cody cook.
There's no doubt that Cody's gonna win, but apparently Rock wants to win. That's the whole issue I have. Like, it's the problem that I think Rock politicked his way into this, but Cody earned his way back because he didn't just earn his way this year. He's been earning this opportunity for years. He's been
decades
since he left. Since he left WWE, at least he has earned his way. He went through the Indies. He created a fucking rival company to get back into WWE. Join back. They had to do a storyline. Yes, I get it. Like Cody was like, okay, I'll do the storyline for this year. I'll lose to Roman at Mania, and then I'll come back next year, bigger and better than ever, and then eventually win the championship. But Rock joined 6 months ago. No, he joined a month ago for TKO, and has politics his way into this match.
Yeah, now suddenly has to be the main event.
Bro can't even do a people's elbow without getting gassed. Bro is not ring ready. He should be nowhere near.
The Rock is out here trying to beat him.
This is Triple H in 2016.
Yeah.
I that's what I hate most about this.
I saw a meme, and you'll know what I'm referring to. It's the Grim Reaper going door to door.
Mm-hmm.
Fast and Furious, open door, blood dripping out. The DC universe, and now he's knocking on the WWE.
It's funny because he actually went crawling back to Fast and Furious. Apparently, the Fast X post-credit scene.
Yep, he is. He's back. But
also, Dwayne,
go ahead.
Get out.
Hold up.
I understand he's a legend, but like he shouldn't be anywhere near this.
This is Goldberg right now.
Yeah.
And then public service announcement to people.
Don't harass wrestlers.
Don't harass someone who has zero control over it.
Yeah, Ava Raine has nothing to do with this.
And she now has deleted her Twitter because of it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck that she's the Rock's daughter.
She controls NXT, not the main roster.
And I think it's just more of a on-screen role.
Yes, we know it's a more on-screen role.
Don't come for her because her dad's being a greedy bastard.
Yeah, it's like, do you think that she has any control over what her dad does?
She does a great job with what she does.
I don't think she's probably seen her dad in a while.
Probably not.
Because her dad's because literally he has a schedule where it's, I have a movie, I get off the movie, go right to another movie. Which I don't know how he found time for WWE and that shit.
I think he's on a break from filming right now.
Go back to filming, Dwayne. What?
Please. We beg.
Like, come on.
We beg.
Dwayne has a huge... Dwayne's a good person. In his heart, he's a good person. The issue is I think he doesn't know where his ego ends and where being a good person starts.
But can we also shout out the wrestlers who are showing their support for Cody?
Oh, absolutely. Like
Ricochet, Logan Paul.
Logan Paul saying for one thing is okay, whatever. He's like a part timer. He's still new here, and like his whole thing is I go against like the way or whatever. But Ricochet saying it, that's wild.
Cena made a post about it.
We don't know if that's what we want Cody or just him hyping up the match.
It's a picture of Cody.
Yeah.
So it probably means he's supporting Cody.
Fair.
Because Cena's always been against that.
Well, he's always had the cryptic Instagram posts.
Ricochet.
Mm-hmm.
We had Matt Cardona say we want Cody,
Well, it's not a WWE superstar, so
but it's still a wrestler.
it means less.
And we had the most important wrestler of them all say it.
Akira Tozawa?
Even more important.
R-Truth.
Even more important.
Who's more important than R-Truth?
The modern day Maharaja. Jinder Mahal.
That was fake.
No, Jinder actually cheated it.
No, that was fake.
No, it was not.
That was fake.
Don't tell me I fell for a fake tweet.
You fell for a fake tweet, my guy.
I refuse to. Let me find it.
I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. And I think it's a fake tweet. I think you in Twitter community notes corrected it.
Was that what that big box was underneath?
That's typically what they do, yeah.
I am stupid.
You fell for a fake tweet. Get fucked.
Oh, well, that ruined my day.
Yeah, good. But we should go in depth about this and our feelings towards it. Question: is it a work?
I hope so.
I hope it's a work.
It better fucking be.
But is it a work? And the reports of him wanting to win the belt makes me even more concerned about this whole thing.
I think.
Oh, Brooks got a Royal Rumble shirt on.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm wearing my mission shirt.
I think when they planned it, it wasn't.
They're like, yeah, this is fine. Apparently, they planned it at the beginning of January.
Yeah, so they booked Cody to win anyways.
Which is stupid.
Which also helps it's a work the whole time thing. But
does it? Or are they just stupid?
Hunter hasn't had a fuck up yet.
Yes, he has.
Hasn't had a fuck up like this.
Yes, he has.
What?
Vince.
Vince?
Yeah. He didn't oust Vince right away.
Oh.
He did vote against Vince coming back. I know he did.
As in storytelling wise, he hasn't had a fuck up like this yet.
A bad storytelling has yet? He has had
I can think of bad stories being told.
Yeah.
But I cannot think of something that's backfired like this, even close.
The question is that he could be heavy-handed by The Rock. Because The Rock is
that
his
is the
boss.
other part. TKO could literally be forcing his hand.
And The Rock might be trying to get into creative. Because that's what the report is, that he wants to take over for Hunter if Hunter wants to step down. Because they might be cleaning house because of Vince. The reports are saying that they might want to clean house because of Vince. And that includes Triple H.
Do you want me to tell you what would happen if they clear out Triple H?
There'd be a fucking fire on Twitter.
There'd be a riot.
But the question is, are people behind trips as much as they are with Cody? Love the Wi-Fi.
Frozen. There we go.
Yeah.
There he is.
The question is are people behind trips as much as are people as behind trips as they are with Cody, where they create issues for broadcasting?
I think with people, because he's been 2 SummerSlams. SummerSlam with Damage Control was his first day really with creative, wasn't it?
The card was in place, but he added things like Damage Control. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that SummerSlam is when he officially took over.
Yeah, Clutch the Castle was his first one though.
So I'm gonna say this is the year 3 years now that we're entering year 3 of Hunter under control.
Mm-hmm.
And those 3 years have been the best 3 years of wrestling we've had in the last decade outside of 2016 SmackDown. I mean, that's because 2016 SmackDown was a whole different breed with talent.
That's because AJ Styles was there.
AJ Styles was in his prime. Dean Ambrose was in his prime. We had Daniel Bryan as a GM. Randy Orton was in his prime. We had Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. Dolph Ziggler. John Cena was still full-time, part-time, whatever hybrid you want to call it.
Part-time in 2016.
We had American Alpha was born there.
This
the
was
Usos, New Day.
SmackDown Live, right?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure I'm thinking of the same one.
And when you had 2 of the greatest tag teams ever, some of the greatest champions we've had in the last decade. And I can't say that we're competing with that. Either show is. SmackDown's not that good as that. Neither is Raw.
I think
as a whole,
the product as a whole, yes, is better than what
the whole is up there.
Yeah.
which is wild to say because that SmackDown might have been one of the best TV shows runs we've had in wrestling history.
Sounds like I need to watch fucking SmackDown 2016.
Yeah, when you can casually have like Ziggler versus Styles be a mid-card match,
Well, it's because Ziggler's mid.
or you could just casually have Dane Ambrose, AJ Styles going one-on-one, and it doesn't make, and it's not like, holy hell, the two top stars.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, but I really hope comes out that TKO is the reason behind this.
I really hope it's not, though. I really hope it's just like a work.
I hope it's a work. I think.
I hope they're like, yes, we need. I hope like TKO is like, yes, we need to have the Rock in here somewhat. Figure it out, Trips, and Trips is like, okay, I'll figure out this work. I'll make it so like everyone's behind Cody, and they turn on the Rock, and the Rock is the special referee, and tries to fuck Cody out of it, and then like John Cena comes out and stops the Rock.
I hope that the story. I hope the agreement was between TKO and Hunter was, we'll plan this.
Mm-hmm.
If the backlash is there, though, we're changing it to a triple threat.
I don't even think it should be a triple threat. I think make Rock the special referee. But Michael Cole has been on broadcast saying he's continuously said this is not official. It's not an official match. It's not an official match. So they're definitely waiting for the fan response to cool down somewhat.
Please, Michael. Match. Also, I'm just gonna add if Monday night does not call WrestleMania, or because I don't think Pat will do Chamber.
I think he will.
But if Pat McAfee and Cole do not do the majority, and I don't care if we have Corey Graves with them or not.
Typically, they have 3 people in Mania, so
McAfee better be one. It's Cole, McAfee, and whoever else you want to throw on there. I don't give a fuck.
You want Kevin Patrick to be back?
I'll take Kevin Patrick. I will put myself go over there, put a duct tape on his mouth, and tell him just leave it on there. Pat and Cole have it.
Well, that's basically what Kevin Patrick does. He just
he's
like, he goes massive suplex. And that's all he does.
But we are really looking. I mean, do you think it's a work?
I hope it's a work. Do I think it's a work? No. I hate arguing with people on Twitter. I really do. But the people on
Twitter people are the worst.
So the We Want Cody thing is gone viral, which is awesome. Except for when people are threatening people's lives. Don't do that. But the thing is people are like, the Rock and Rowan brings in the most money, and that's what should matter. And you guys have been asking for it forever, and now you're pissed about it. Here's why we're pissed about it. Hey, I don't give a fuck what makes the most money for WWE. I want the best product on WWE, not what's making the most money. I don't give a shit.
And the most money right now is not Rock Roman.
I don't give a shit about how much money WWE makes. They make enough money off of me alone, off all these shirts they buy. I don't give a fuck. They take my money. They don't need any more. Anyways, and the reason why we're pissed about it is because Cody was booked to win the Royal Rumble before this whole issue. Cody has earned his moment in Philadelphia, of all places, where there is a massive history with not just only America, which is a big part of his whole character, is the American Dream, American Nightmare, whatever you want to call it. Dusty has a history with Philadelphia, so now it makes
He's from Philadelphia.
Thank you. I didn't know if he was from Philadelphia because Cody's from Atlanta, so I don't.
I want to say Dusty. Let me double check it.
There's a long history, at least, with Philadelphia and the Rhodes family, so it makes complete narrative sense to have Cody finally win the belt at Philadelphia, get his shiny moment, and all of a sudden The Rock comes out in the worst time. This could have happened last year. This could have happened 2 years ago. This could happen at SummerSlam and then lead up to next Mania. It could have happened any other time besides when Cody is supposed to get his fucking moment.
Never mind. Dusty's from Texas.
Yeah, I was supposed to say. I think there's other Southern family. So
there's something family-wise that makes Philadelphia special.
I think it's because that's where Dusty got his full confidence and everything. I think it's where he dropped the promo that one.
Something.
I don't remember what the promo is called. But he dropped a promo.
The American Dream?
I think so.
It's literally. I think
Is it called the American Dream promo?
I think it's referred to as the American Dream promo.
I think
because
that's what
he
the promo
goes
is
off
called.
about people working and not getting the respect they deserve.
Yeah, where he's like, "I'm the blue collar man." Yeah.
But now, here's my question to you: Is The Rock ruining WrestleMania right now?
Yes, because because I understand the injuries suck and they've ruined plans and everything like that, but they've Rock being put into this has scattered so many plans because not only is the Rock being put into WrestleMania, not only fuck out Cody because that means Cody might have to face Seth, that's a match I don't want again. I love Seth, I love Cody, they were great in the ring together, and I would love to see
as Drew McIntyre said Monday,
you've lost him 3 times.
You've lost to him 3 times.
And it makes sense for Seth to want to go after Cody. It makes perfect sense narratively. But it doesn't make sense for Cody to accept that match.
Cody doesn't want that easy. He knows he'll beat the fuck out of
He doesn't want your belt. He wants my belt. Anyways, it's never been about the World Heavyweight Championship. It's always been about the WWE Championship. But like, so that's me main event night 1. But I understand that Seth is semi-hurt and Punk was supposed to be his opponent at Mania, and that makes sense. But since they're both injured and we don't have a clear opponent for Seth, maybe Seth sits WrestleMania out.
Drops from people of what it could be for when we get to that.
Okay, we'll get to that in a bit. But now Cody might be facing him, which fucks at the women of maybe having a main event actually, because that's what the Royal Rumble should guarantee you a main event. My always opinion has been night 1 should be the women's main event, the night 2 should be the men's main event from the Royal Rumble win. That's what it should be always, because that's.
And I think it open. I think there's a better chance that whoever Rhea faces, whether that's Liv, whether that's Becky, whether it's both of them.
I'm just saying that the
ends
Royal Rumble,
up being the main event.
But the Royal Rumble is like you're guaranteed a main event spot at WrestleMania. That's the whole gimmick to it. So that's what I'm saying. Night 1 should always be the women's main event.
And the thing to highlight is this year they actually announced it as the main event.
They announced this main event. Is it going to be? Because they did that last year. Fucking
no, last year apparently they only announced it as a title shot at WrestleMania.
What the fuck?
Well, I saw that on Twitter. Someone made a big deal of last year where they just announced it that the winner gets a title shot at the 2023 WrestleMania. Anyway, well, this year they mentioned main event.
But it's thrown so many wrenches into the plans now that it's not only just the injuries that are causing issues, which they're always going to cause issues. It's now become an issue of egos. It's become an issue of injuries. It's become an issue of where do you place the missing piece right now, which is Cody. Do you place him back into the main event as a triple threat? Do you place him with Seth? Where do you put Cody? Because Cody
match. You tell me it's like 6 matches right now. It feels like.
Yeah, there's 6 matches you can put at the main event, and right now you can't put any of them there.
if it's Cody Roman Rock, and rather Rock special guest Jeffrey,
whatever Roman's involved with, yes.
Whatever that, if it ends up being Cody Roman, we could get. I'll just throw this out there, knowing we won't get it. As an example, we could get Seth's Jey Uso.
No, because Jay's gonna face Jimmy. That's also like.
But that's why I said someone who's not gonna be against Seth. Or we could get Seth KO. Mm-hmm. Once again, won't happen. Seth.
I would love that though. It'd be great.
I would fucking love that, absolutely. But there's the Seth match determines like, hey, if for example, we'll say Drew McIntyre, he faces Drew. Well, okay, then who's Sammy gonna face? Is it gonna be this or this, or is Sammy facing? Could be Gunther. Whoever not facing Seth is probably going to be facing Gunther. Whether that's we get a Sheamus, we get Gable, we get a triple threat, fatal 4-way, it's Sammy, Jay. Who knows what we get?
There's going to be questions answered later on, but I think the issue is that people are already upset about Mania because of Rock. Mm-hmm. People are already upset because of the injuries, but they're like, okay, we can't do anything about this. It's like, whatever, it sucks. We'll get it next year.
The CM Punk is the worst injury they could. CM Punk's genuinely, authentically the worst injury they could have had right now. Not named Cody.
That's true.
Roman gets it.
Seth's injury is a little bit like.
But he's going to be there for Mania.
But we don't know that. It's just a quick turnaround that he wants to do, and it could lead into a re-injury at Mania or before Mania.
Yeah.
So we don't. The thing is, that's also the other issue. Is like, is Seth even going to be ring ready for fucking Mania?
Yeah.
Which I believe he will. Like, I want to believe he will be because Seth is a fucking badass and that he kicks ass and stuff like that. But like, you got you got to make. We can't be AEW. We got to make sure that the wrestlers are healthy.
What ifs will always be in the wrestling world.
Well, absolutely, but right now the whole Mania card is a what if.
This Mania could go down as one of the greatest what ifs ever, depending on how the next few months go.
Absolutely.
Is what if Seth doesn't wrestle? What if instead of no Seth, no Punk, we get Seth Punk main event, co-main event, opener, whatever they would end up doing. Yeah. If it ends up being Rock, what if we got to see the finished story night 2 of WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
It could go down as the greatest what if Mania of all time.
I think the only other one I can think of is WrestleMania 30, not 40.
There was one where it was like
that was Bryan Triple H, right?
No,
30 was in Louisiana, I believe.
Yeah, but that was the Yes Movement.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's the like one bigger what ifs.
It was whatever Mania had Cena, Orton.
Well, that's like 3 Manias right there, bro.
But there's like one Mania, I know what you're referring to, where like 5 top stars were injured.
Yeah.
Seth was injured for it as well, wasn't he?
I think he faced Brock in a quick match for that. That's why.
Wasn't that when because he buckled his knee before one?
I think that's the one he faced against Brock. That's why it was so quick. Is because Seth was injured. I'm not sure. I could be thinking of the wrong year.
I think you're thinking of the wrong match.
Probably. Seth has always had knee issues, so.
But this could go down as the greatest what if Mania.
Absolutely.
And it all rides on who Roman faces.
Yeah.
And like we give shit for Roman for not being around as much.
Mm-hmm.
But when was the last time we genuinely could say this one wrestler decides the entire fucking card for the base, basically?
Yeah. Does it if Cody faces the triple threat and faces Roman and Rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if Cody pins Brock because someone's got to take a pin, and the only person I can think of taking a pin is Rock because
I think it might be Roman because of Rock's issue.
Rock's ego.
His ego might be too big to eat it.
But let's say for whatever reason Rock has to take the pin for Cody to finish the story. Does it lessen Cody's win because he didn't pin Roman?
No, because that's probably SummerSlam.
Okay. Because I know that Roman's not technically part of the story. He's just the one holding the belt, and that's the reason why. But there is some there's some intertwining of like royal families and context because of Roman being
I'd almost say if you would have flipped the switch and Seth's title was the one who was going on, the story would not be as important.
Yeah.
Is if it was for this right here,
mm-hmm.
I don't think it'd feel as important.
Well, yeah, that's why people are like, why is Cody going after Seth for Mania?
But even if it had the same build, Seth beat Cody last year,
mm-hmm.
this, the fact it's Roman is why it feels important.
Yeah.
It's the guy who's held the belt for the last 5 years, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
It's the guy who has been unbeatable, unpinnable, hasn't taken a pin in a one-on-one match in like a decade.
It hasn't been a decade.
I'm exaggerating.
It's been like 3 years.
It's that guy who they are going after.
Mm-hmm.
It's the tribal chief. When was the last time we could genuinely see? How many times is goddamn Silo?
Yeah, he's loud, bro.
When was the last time we genuinely did not say, "Oh, here comes the final boss" when Roman's music played?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's been a meme for a year now. Is the final boss is fucking here? You better fucking run.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it is so important as well. Is Roman is making it that much better.
Yeah.
And it comes back to we've talked about it once. Is Roman's reigns diminished by the lack of matches? No, because Roman, the stuff like this,
lack of good matches, yes.
Lack of good matches, yeah. He hasn't had a good one in a minute.
He hasn't had a good one since
Mania last year. It's genuinely, but he's also had like 4 matches since then.
Well, he had what? Night of Champions,
Money in the Bank.
Even
then, that was in a title defense.
SummerSlam was the
SummerSlam.
only defense he's had, right?
It might genuinely
Crown
be.
Jewel. Crown Jewel.
Oh yeah, then that wasn't even that bad.
It was a good match. It wasn't great.
It wasn't
Last
that
great
bad.
match was Mania. How about that?
Yeah, come here, Silo.
Shiloh is having a hissy fit apparently. But we got a snout in there.
I moved because
He sneezed.
he's being a baby.
Yeah, that sounds like Shiloh.
You done now? Yeah.
We probably should move off the Rock stuff because we've been talking about it for like 20 minutes.
I mean, it deserves all that attention, though. To be fair.
Yeah, I know, but the plans we have for this part of the episode are it's gonna be a 40-minute fucking episode. Which is, our episode's gonna be like an hour, like 20, and then 40
it will be back. We'll be back to the normal time range.
Yeah, because there's less news.
We exploded the last few weeks, but we'll be back to normal.
Well, what? So last week we had to cover Vince and the Rumble
and predictions
and predict vengeance. So like,
no, we had to react to Rumble last week.
Yeah.
The week before we had to predict the Rumble.
And there's also a bunch of news that came out.
Yeah, which was leading up to it. I mean, we're gonna go back to our normal length.
It feels like we have not had a short episode in a while, so we apologize for it. It feels short, but 80-minute episode sounds really nice.
Yeah, that's like I would not complain. And we only have Monday and Sunday to talk about.
Yeah, but so let's move on to Sunday then.
I'm gonna try to go off memory match by match.
I'm gonna read the card because I'm not gonna be that dumb. So we were live for Vengeance last Sunday, both me and you.
Funny enough, the first time NXT can claim the first time Kaleb Stomp was live together, watching a pay-per-view, even though we had Rumble. Because I was absent.
Someone wasn't there,
But we live reacted to Rumble. We had a great reaction off of it.
I think it's a ton of fun.
Yeah. Oh, it was a blast. You could have watched me have a mental breakdown, basically, even though
everyone knew. TikTok too.
It's on TikTok. It's not on YouTube because YouTube doesn't like us.
No, YouTube just doesn't like copyright.
But yeah, so we were live watching it.
We'll be live for Elimination Chamber.
We'll be live
at 4 a.m.
Well, you're gonna see up here. There's gonna be a title and like monster. Dude,
you're gonna see like 4 monsters lined up here.
You're gonna see a struggle.
Yeah, well, it won't be as much a struggle for me, but
it'll be easy for you. You're normally awake then.
Yeah,
I'm in between the stay awake or try to fall asleep at like 8 p.m.
Yeah, take some monsters, my guy.
I'm gonna have monsters with me.
But yeah, we'll be live for Elimination Chamber. It was officially confirmed because I'm off that night. So, well, we would have been live anyways. Kaleb would have taken over the duties and had like
V's not gonna be.
V's always awake at the time. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? V taking 3 hours sleep, then he's back for something.
You would have if Grayson wasn't here, I would be sitting here in a hoodie.
Or we were getting Geek. Geek never sleeps.
That is true.
So.
Why am I here?
So yeah,
but so first match we had Wolf Dogs.
The Wolf Dogs were a strict Melo gang. This was a botch fest.
This was the best botch fest I've ever watched.
Oh, it was a great botch fest, but it was a botch fest.
If there wasn't any, if they cut half the botches,
that's the
we would have had that night might have produced 2 match of the year candidates.
Mm-hmm.
Because highlight of the match, Braun got nearly decapitated.
Is Braun going to be a third week of a TikTok?
Is he?
I have no idea, bro. Yeah, Braun nearly got decapitated because he was running the ropes too hard.
If I didn't even realize he got stuck because the rope bounced so hard, I thought it just flinged him.
The only person I've seen be able to like outrun the ropes is Brock.
And Brock can't even do it as crazy as...
Not anymore, obviously, but
I genuinely thought Braun just poofed across the screen. Like they say he's measured at 20 miles an hour off the ropes. I thought he broke 20. I was worried about whoever it was, Carmelo, who was about to take the spears to safety. It also spawned a what if of imagine Ricochet coming off the top rope, about to do a moonsault, whatever, and you just watch Braun Breaker run into the ring to go off the ropes.
Yeah, no, fuck that, bro.
Ricochet would never agree to that spot. No one, because Ricochet's gonna end up probably in Cancun from the impact of that spear.
Hey, say hi to the Cowboys.
How did I get here? Braun, what are you doing?
Yeah, so the match was just a botch fest, but
it was a really good botch fest.
I love that, like, 30. So we always start our stream at like 30 minutes before the actual like thing starts. So Braun was having a struggle figuring out his entrance because Corbin was like, "I got my entrance down. It's great. We're all like we're over," and like Braun's like, "What about me?
What about you have time."
He's like, "You got time." And then 30 minutes later, we're starting up Vengeance, and then fucking Braun comes out on a fucking motorcycle. Bro had 30 minutes to find a motorcycle.
Corbin had been planning this, and Braun had the cooler motorcycle.
He did. Like the handles were different, and it was rad. It was cool.
And what made it better was I'm pretty sure only Braun knows how to drive a motorcycle.
Yeah, I think because Corbin was walking the motorcycle,
and Corbin couldn't do the kickstand.
He fucked up the kickstand. That's right.
But the end of the time, the Dusty Rhodes Classic winners is the Wolf Dogs.
Yeah, I don't because Carmelo took a spear from Braun Breaker by pushing Trick out of the way.
Yeah,
and he got pinned. Which honestly, I thought they also botched the fucking finish, and then like Carmelo taps him, and then Trick slid out, like manually slid out, then like get pushed out or whatever. I thought he just manually slid out, and then he got pinned. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I thought it was a trick. I thought it was a trick kill.
You blinked.
Yeah, I did blink. Yeah,
that's the same.
You can't do in a Braun match, apparently.
No, he's too fast. That's what she said.
That I want to see that man go against like an offensive tackle in the NFL. I want to see what happens. Would he kill Patrick Mahomes?
Yes. It's one of those. He's a dirtbag, but the match we never got was Braun Breaker versus the wrestler in hell.
There's multiple now, so
the big one.
The big one
recently went to hell.
The one that recently went to hell.
Yes, Lesnar.
Okay, I was just saying like
that's a match.
I talking about the old Braun Breaker. So we should just call him the old Braun Breaker.
No,
because that's what Braun is. Braun is just Brock.
The old Braun, yeah, the old. We never got the Battle of Braun Breaker, and it might be a war crime one day.
Yeah, it might be,
because that match might have been. You might have hated it.
Oh, because it's just been finisher after finisher, but I thought I probably would love it because it's like one of those,
the idea of it.
We're gonna talk about a match later that was just two men beating the shit out of each other, and that's what that match would have been.
Yeah,
I appreciate those matches. Also, I realized that the fucking Dusty Rhodes Classic trophy is fucking massive.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's like 4 feet tall. Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
So next match, if I recall correctly, did they do Dijak Gacy next?
Yes.
I restarted something this live stream.
Yeah, we did. Well, you did. Yeah.
I started the Big K approved match. The qualifications has to have meaty men.
I still don't think there's meaty men in this.
I classify him as a meaty man.
Which one?
Dijak. That's the one that was controversial to you. Was Dijak.
Yeah.
The match did not live up to the Big K of valid match of the night.
No, it did not.
And I should have gone with my heart and just gave it to Oba because Oba is a meaty man.
Oba is the meaty man.
Second most meaty man.
Yeah.
Otis is always going to be the meatiest man.
For a no DQ match, this was very tame, in my opinion.
It was not. It did not cook.
There was trash cans and there's a table spot, and there may have been a kendo.
There's a kendo spot.
But, like, that's it.
Dijak's eyes got taped.
which was again very like tame.
Which followed a funny tweet from Dijak saying, "This is kind of a good analogy of my first main roster run."
But like, I didn't care for this match. I think Joe Gacy's trying too hard to be creepy / be the next Bray Wyatt, and a lot of people are like, yes, make like Joe Gacy being the next Bray Wyatt, like do it. I'm like, no, I don't. Next Bray Wyatt should not be him. He's just
There will never
not
be
it.
another Bray Wyatt.
No, but like, I guess like taking up the creepy person mantle, the
Yeah.
creepy character. And honestly, Joe Gacy ain't it. He's trying too hard. You can get a sense when people are trying too hard to do something, and he ain't doing it.
Try hard.
Yeah. I didn't like this match. I thought it was okay at the
It's
best. It didn't sell me on your Dijak agenda.
I will say this: this was the worst match of the night, and this is a good worst match of the night.
If your low point's like a 6 out of 10, I think that you're in pretty good.
And that's probably a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
It wasn't horrible, so it can't be below a 5, but it can't be above a 7.
Well, 5's like your average match. I want to like, because everyone like it's like confused. Like 5 is the middle. That's your average. Like, let's be real, people. And your sevens are pretty good. Your 3 is pretty bad.
6 is it's between good. It's like good.
Yeah.
And
it's a good match. It wasn't. It didn't sell me in Dijak. It didn't sell me in Gacy. It didn't do anything for me. The next up was the family versus OTM.
Oh, the family. The family. I saw a meme that said Cody Rhodes needs to go for the tag titles because Dusty created those. And that should be the real story.
Valid. So the family versus OTM. How do you feel about this match?
D'Angelo is him.
Tony D'Angelo was the standout. I didn't really care for this match besides Tony D'Angelo's performance. I mean, everyone else was fine.
So I've always liked the family.
Mm-hmm.
I've been the one who said call him up, give him a title shot.
Don't
Tommy DeVito.
Let's have Tony. Oh my God.
Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito show up at Mania or Stand and Deliver.
With them.
With them, yeah.
Do you know, and this is the what if, the right person to lead that faction on the main roster is our favorite dirtbag, MJF.
No, MJF doesn't work well with people. Remember last time he trusts someone?
Yeah, it turned into a storyline that happened for like 6 months.
Yeah, and then it went nowhere after he left the storyline.
That's still going somewhere.
Is it?
Kind of.
Because I remember every week I would get like notifications everywhere about AEW in their storylines, and now I'm like, what the fuck's happening? I don't know what's happening in AEW right now.
I have no idea either. It's fucking insane.
They fell off a fucking cliff. Yeah.
Is MJF that big?
I thought they'd be fine with Samoa Joe as champion, but apparently not.
Like, well, the last thing we heard was concerning Joe as champion.
What do you mean?
With Hook.
Yeah, but
that
was
was
like
Tony Khan.
That was like January 6th.
No, it was a good match.
Fine.
It was just a good match.
We're not talking about AEW right now, though. We're talking about the family.
The good match was referring to the family.
Yeah.
It
was fine. Tony D'Angelo is him. I could definitely see him getting away from the family at some point and being his own thing.
They'd have to turn on him. He runs the family.
Well, yeah, but like, what happens in a mob? They usually turn on the top guy, and they you know what I'm talking about. I like Adriana Rizzo. I think she was decent in the match. She had that massive spot that wasn't even a moonsault. It was just kind of like a mid frog splash type thing. I don't know. It was a decent spot, but OTM was decent. I thought they were fine. Nothing like stood out to me though from them. I think that the best one was Jada Parker, but that's her name, right?
They didn't spell out. They didn't. Right? They didn't sign.
Her name is Jada Parker, right?
I think so.
Or is it? It's either that or that's a WNBA player. It is Jada Parker. There, I found it.
Well, do we want to talk about the match you want to talk about next?
Yeah, Ladder of Valkyrie. No, sorry, I'm gonna say it right. Because I should figure out how to say it now. Lila Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez.
With someone doing some.
Well, we'll get into that. Let's talk about the match overall. Roxanne Perez is the fucking future. That's all I had to say about the match, really. Roxanne Perez is still kicking ass, still taking names. She's still the best woman on the roster in NXT.
We saw something we didn't know was possible at this point. One man has made it seem like a cash-in was impossible.
We've seen 2 cash-ins since Money in Bank.
NXT has had the cash-in opportunities for like 5 months at most. How long has Lola had hers?
Let me look it up.
It's been like 4 months.
Did Lola Vice win her cash-in?
Her breakout contract.
Thank you.
How long has she had it? She went in December?
February. That's when she cashed in. Never mind.
She's not had it for a year. Also, Twitter accounts, if you're going to post stuff about her, do not post.
Holly Havoc.
So, October.
Yeah.
So, like 4 months.
Yeah.
So, first off, Little Mint, if you're going to post stuff about her, any WWE female superstar,
don't be creepy.
Post stuff about if it's like something in the ring. Post a picture of her in the ring, and not Lola Vice laying on a bed, taking.
Oh, you're thinking about what? I think
you saw it.
There's a lot of those Twitter accounts though. Like I think one's called Covalent TV because they keep popping up because I talk about the women's division a lot because that's what I love about WWE. That shit pops up on my fucking feed all the fucking time.
Don't be thirsty about it.
You can be thirsty. You can thirst. Just don't be thirsty with the photos. But Lyra showed me a little bit what she can do. Show me a little more on her train, a little bit more. I'm not fully on it. I'm not like pulling for her or whatever.
Her.
Huh?
Lola Vice ain't her. I'm saying that right now.
Lola Vice did her job. That's all she really did. That's all she needed to do.
I'm not a fan.
I don't care if you're a fan or not. I'm just saying that she did her job.
I know, and I'm telling you right now, she's not going to be in the company for more than 2 years.
I give her 2026 at the very.
That's 2 years.
Shut up.
I will take
that's if she doesn't improve. But you also
she has to improve.
We have people on the main roster right now who aren't doing that great either. So we'll talk about them in a second.
But to be fair to that person, they weren't brought in to be a wrestler.
That's true. They're also getting overpushed.
Yeah,
a little bit. Roxanne Perez not winning this makes me feel like she's going to the main roster soon.
I think she's about to start a feud with Lola Vice.
She might, honestly, because there was that clip of her attacking Lola backstage. That's right.
That they showed on the pay-per-view.
Yeah. So maybe she'll have one more thing, and then she'll like show up after Mania.
We'll say that 5 more times this year.
Do you think they didn't have anything for Tiffany left, and that's why she's off NXT and she's on SmackDown now?
I genuinely think they want her from something in Mania.
Ooh. Okay, quick. Let's take a quick detour. Who is Tiffany going to face off against Mania? Yeah, Mania.
Do you remember how I mentioned about instead of having the tag classic for women's, you do a fatal 4-way classic?
Yeah. Oh, the women who don't earn their chance at Elimination Chamber? And -1, like, will be like the smallest person in that. So wait, Tiffany, Jade and Bianca probably, and then who else? Who?
Naomi.
Ooh, it would feel really weird to have Tiffany be the only white woman there, but okay.
And you'd also put yourself in a situation where Tiffany can't win.
She can. But you also have a situation where you
what will the agendas?
I already have a spot put up. I already have a spot here. Start of the match. Jade, Bianca, now we all look at each other. Give each other a look. They all jump Tiffany.
What agendas will Twitter push if in that match
Twitter will push anything.
If we have three black women in a match and the one white woman wins.
Twitter will push anything. If it has to do with race, they'll push anything. But honestly, we might want to give Bianca a Mania off. I watched the Love in WWE. She gets so fucking. She stressed herself where she got sick at last Mania. That's how stressed she got.
Jeez.
She got at like, and I'm like, that's why she. And I'm realizing that's why she took the 3 months off is because she got sick.
That just shows how much she cares.
It does, but I mean, she's also just a very anxious person.
Yeah.
Which I mean, mine has straight shows though. But that's a good show. You should watch it. It's very reality showy, but it does give it a little bit of insight behind the scenes. But a lot of Valkyria is still your NXT Women's Champion. Roxanne should be going up around Mania time. I'm guessing.
Maybe.
You want to talk about the match where the two guys just beat the shit out of each other?
Beat the shit out of each other?
Yeah, they just beat the shit out of each other.
All right. On 3. Okay. 3, 2,
What are we counting down to?
1. Over!
Oh, that's what we're counting down to.
Over!
I'm like, what the fuck are we counting down to?
Come on, it's over!
It is Oba. Oba Femi versus a
It's Oba Fett.
No, we're not doing it.
Because he's a bounty fucking hunter.
The North American Championship between Oba Femi and Dragon Lee. This is a good match. Just because they were just beating the fuck out of each other.
I was getting mentally prepared for Oba to actually be the worst wrestler we have in the company.
And Bro's like, oh wait, this guy's gonna be on the main roster at the end of the year.
Oh wait, he's just beating the fuck out of everyone. Put him in Mania! Mania Classic!
Wait, no, that's your fourth woman. That's your fourth person in the Fatal 4-Way.
Dude, Naomi, Jade, and Bianca all look at each other.
Just
Oba.
toss his ass. But Oba Femi and Dragon Lee just beat the shit out of each other for like 10, 15 minutes, and that looks really wrong.
It was going through my head. Shiloh is sitting right here looking at me.
I really hope so.
You could hear him.
I know, but
Hi, Shiloh. Shiloh, make a noise so they know you exist.
great match, but they just beat each other. And then right after this, we had a thing pop up on the pay-per-view. That was it was a poem or
I thought you were referring to something else that we spent 20 minutes doing.
No, we'll talk about that in just a second too. So there was a promo or what?
Do you have it pulled up?
I have it. It's right here. It says, "A man has 3 faces. One the world sees, one his family sees, and the real one no one sees, but reflects the evil he truly possesses." This was quickly pointed out on Twitter that in Japanese culture, there's a thing about 3 faces, and
which basically refer to the exact same thing they're referring to.
Mm-hmm.
But
so
I love the initial shock from it.
Yeah, because everyone's like, "Who this could be?" I thought it was Bo Dallas at first because Bo Dallas is had that thing with like Bray Wyatt.
And then I mentioned someone who
the only Japanese free agent, like massive Japanese.
I didn't even make the correlation with Japanese. I was thinking like, who's a big enough name that they would show this? The first time we even got hint of this is at a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Okada.
I think Okada's an NXT, my guy.
I think Okada's an NXT superstar.
And I think this is the thing we talked about with Camille is that it's not because they're bad. It's because
I think they made it especially. I think Shinsuke Nakamura.
Well, that too, but also I think they need
met with Okada. When they met with Okada,
I think they need to make sure that Okada. Well, Okada wants to be part of WrestleMania. He's always stated that, but also he needs to get with WWE programming rather than like New Japan and stuff like that. He needs to figure that out rather than just
What I will say is a lot of WWE fans are stupid.
They are, yeah.
And if you do not introduce the star to them, unless their name is AJ fucking Styles.
Yeah, and that's because
AJ. And even AJ, people did not know who the fuck AJ was.
He got a pop in the arena though.
He got a pop because the people who go to those shows, like the Rumble, are wrestling fans,
yeah,
who know what's going on worldwide.
Yeah. So there's 2 things we need to talk about before we get to the last match. Thea Hale and Chase U were fundraising for to get Chase U back off the ground.
Oh, we're going on our back-to-back down bad moments.
Oh yeah, we are.
Grayson wanted to order the calendar right then and there.
Dude, okay, I didn't want. I was like, okay, what's the calendar look like? And then I saw the calendar. I'm like, I want to buy it. It sold out in 30 minutes. They're restocking it at some point soon though, so whatever. But they sold out in 30 minutes.
That is
That's how
sad.
down bad everyone was. That's on NXT programming. You can't sell that shit on normal programming and have it sell on WWE.
If they did one of trying to think of who,
the women's roster, the current women's roster.
like if it was if it was Maxine and Rhea.
Is that who everyone simps over on the main roster? I know Rhea. I see Rhea.
If it was Maxine and Liv, you're telling me that shit would
blonde.
not.
It's too blonde.
Fine, if it was Rhea and Liv,
I buy it in 2 seconds. You know this.
Exactly. There's a lot of combinations. That shit would be gone within the first 5 minutes of it being sold.
Yeah, it's kind of wild that it took 30 minutes, and not if like it repeats like superstars and stuff like that. It's not like this super like glamorous thing, but it's sold out in 30 fucking minutes. This also set up a storyline about a Valentine's Day thing with the Hale and Lexus King and
Riley Osborne. Not Lexus King.
Lexus King? That's who he fought.
He was no.
Riley fought Lexus King.
It was it was
Raw.
Yeah, the glasses came down.
Yeah, the glasses literally they came down perfectly over his eyes. But yeah, so that was an interesting tidbit that happened there. And then there was this moment that caught both of us off guard. It was
we were not ready for it.
We've never seen these people in our lives.
We don't watch enough NXT to be familiar with their game.
It was I don't even know what they were like advertising.
They were talking about a match.
They were talking about something. But there was this woman.
We were not paying attention to what they were saying.
No, we did not. There was this woman on there. It took us a little bit, but it took us 20 full minutes. You can check it on the live stream.
It was right before the main event, and we missed like the first 3 or 4 minutes of the main event looking for this.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. You did. So I spent the first 10 minutes looking for this woman because I want to know her name at least to like keep an eye on her and other things. Follow her on Twitter. That's what I meant. Okay. Let's not get it wrong. That's weird. And then for the next 10 minutes, Kaleb took over and found her eventually.
What was her name again?
Let me check my Twitter follows. That's where I have her. Okay. I need my following, not my followers.
We went down back.
Oh, Brinley Reese. Yeah. That's her name. Yeah, and yeah, that's all I have to say. The fact that it took us 20 minutes to find her, and we didn't give up fighting her. We took turns fighting her. So
we were alternating.
Yeah, but then we got to the main event, which NXT Championship between Ilya Dragunov and Trick Williams. This was Trick Williams' chance he got at deadline.
Iron Survivor.
So there's Iron Survivor. And match of the year candidate?
It's a very early one.
It's a very, very early one, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know what more to say about it.
They kicked the shit of each other. Both of them were bleeding their ass off. Ilya was, I think, like he might have like done something to his nose because he was bleeding.
Roller coaster through the match emotion wise.
Dude, there was a point like towards the end of the match where like we did not know who was winning. It was back.
It was Ilya. Oh my god, it's Trick. Oh my god, it's Ilya again. Ilya. Well, Trick's again. Trick's a 1-2. Oh my god, Ilya kicked out.
Yeah, and then
the finish.
The finish was great.
Both going for the finisher.
Mm-hmm.
Ilya disconnected. Oh my god.
Yeah. It was a great match. But what might have been even better was after the match.
Everyone knew it was going to happen eventually.
Yep.
Everyone, but no one was.
See our live reactions on TikTok. This is on TikTok.
No one was emotionally. They look fake.
Is that what that comment meant?
I think it is.
I thought he was like talking like, "Oh, it's wrestling. It's fake."
I think they faked our reactions.
Well, my reaction was a little bit delayed because I was a little bit behind the broadcast than you.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Carmelo.
At one point, that was flipped. Even.
Yeah.
At one point it was flipped, but you were ahead of me, but then I was able to get back ahead of you.
Yeah, I have no idea because my thing didn't buffer. Which is wild for Peacock. Peacock usually buffers like 14 times. But Carmelo Hayes attacks Trick Williams' bum knee that he got during the tag match. And
long-term storytelling, by the way, because we both thought he
long-term storytelling. The beginning of the night to the end of the night.
Well, we both genuinely thought he was hurt.
We did. But Trick Williams got attacked by Carmelo Hayes, hit the knee, and then he went to go get chairs, and he just went to town.
To work. Sachi, did you take notes?
She better have.
That's how you hit someone.
He just went to town on that leg. It was hard to watch.
It was hard to. It was not just like the story of their best friends, their home, all this. It was a brutal beatdown.
You could see it on our faces during the live reaction. Our faces were just like literally just like, fuck, man. Like
didn't see it coming.
We saw it
coming, but our homeboy Santi had the best tweet. I know it's coming. I'm trying to get emotionally ready for it, but there is no such thing as getting emotionally ready for this friendship ending.
Mm-hmm. Then Carmelo Hayes sat down, blamed Trick for everything, and the crowd immediately turned against him. That's how you know you did your heel turn properly. Is that the crowd immediately hates your babyface.
And did you hear what he said after the show in a behind the scenes press conference?
No, I didn't. I didn't see that.
He got whooped.
Ooh.
And then on Twitter today, he posted something with the GTA black and white, him sending over Trick, and it just said whooped.
It's a really good photo. It's going to be the thumbnail of this video.
It is the thumbnail of this one.
Yeah. I think we just.
You may think, well, that's not the biggest thing that happened this week. Well, guess what? We have a plan for that.
Yeah. Anyways, Carmelo was basically booed out of the building. He's like, I blame you. It's your fault. It's your fault. Pointing at the fans. And goddamn, what a heel turn. It's a fucking great heel turn.
They did it perfectly.
Mm-hmm. This was like a Seth Rollins type heel turn.
Never trust the copyright logo.
That's happened like what, 3 times in the last year?
2 times in the last year, but 2 times. But
there's
legendary moments.
No, because I was thinking of the Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
That's the third one.
Yeah, you saw the same tweet as I did.
Yeah, yeah, it was the same tweet.
And then there was CM Punk, and then there was this. Yeah, don't trust the copyright logo anymore.
I don't. When Mania rolls around, I'm not. For all I know is we're gonna hear ba ba da ba.
You know what's gonna happen?
Stone Cold's gonna run out like Cena.
Do you know what's gonna happen? Is that Rock's gonna pin Roman, right? They're gonna the 1, 2, 3. It's gonna Rock's music's gonna hit, and then it's be like your new WWE champion. Then it's gonna have the copyright logo, and all of a sudden Cody Rhodes, you hear the Homelander theme, and he just comes out of the chair. That's what's gonna happen. I mean, yeah, I'm predicting it now.
we should talk about the third show that happened. That was way less eventful.
Yeah, I thought we were going to hit 80 minutes. We're going to hit 80 minutes. We're going to probably hit 90.
We'll be somewhere between 80 and 90.
Yeah.
Seth opened the show.
Correct.
Wow, that was a big pop.
Coming in, Roman saying that
did something else again. Then there was another pop.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's another pop. Huh. Cody came out. People think it was a bad woe. It was not a bad woe.
No, it was the biggest. It was one of the bigger woes for a Raw. For a Raw, yeah. In St. Louis, which either A, St. Louis is a good crowd, or B,
St. Louis is a good crowd. And the right crowd to follow up.
Maybe I'll have to go to a St. Louis show then. That's around here. I go to like the surrounding areas.
Yeah.
I'll take a short flight to St. Louis.
And then Drew came out.
Drew
is so real.
Drew's a fucking menace to society.
But Drew's also real as fuck.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cody, you need to finish this. I know it was for him.
It's the heel Kevin Owens. That's what he is.
But he is so fucking real about it.
Dude, the fucking CM Punk shirt. It's a real shirt. You can buy it under the store.
I'm so tempted. to buy it.
It's just Drew photoshopped on like the Grant Gustin head, which it's not Grant Gustin, but then it says CM Punk's WrestleMania Dreams 2023 to 2024 to
2024 to
2024.
2024.
And just him with the peace sign. I'm like, bro, you can't do this shit.
Dude. The last 2 weeks you've said he's a menace to society, and he just keeps on backing it up more and more. Hasn't he beat you 3 times?
I love it. Like, again, it makes sense for Seth, but not for Cody. But I think this whole little back and forth between Raw and SmackDown, between Roman and Seth, is leading to a Roman Seth match eventually.
Hopefully.
And I'm thinking, just hear me out.
Call him that favor.
What favor? What the fuck are you talking about?
They find a reason to have AEW owe them a favor.
Oh my god. Cody calls Tony Khan.
The Khan brothers talk.
No, I'm saying Money in the Bank, Roman versus Seth. No.
He at this point gets to do that at Mania.
You can do a trilogy. Have Cody be in the SummerSlam match versus Roman, and then Seth comes out and be like, no.
No.
Just no.
No.
Because they won't. No, the other one will be for like title matches unless they go against Cody. Because I don't think Roman's holding. I don't think Seth's holding. So
I don't think either of them make it past Mania.
That's my current opinion. But I do think it's setting up a Seth versus Roman feud.
Since we're now at that point, I saw some potential match ideas for Seth at Mania.
Okay, go ahead.
We get the third fight of the trilogy between Drew and Seth.
I'm kind of bored with it.
We get Sammy versus Seth.
That's what I want. That's what I'm going for. That's what my agenda's pushing.
Someone mentioned Gunther versus Seth, and they just go back to the original Mania plans.
Nope.
The other one, the one I was all behind because story-wise it makes sense, is a triple threat.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
Between Seth,
not Gunther.
Between Seth, Drew, and Sammy.
No, I'm not with it. I don't agree.
I think that's my personal opinion. The one I'll watch.
I'm not a fan of that one. I'm a fan of.
Suck it up.
I'm a fan of Seth versus Sammy, and Sammy's trying to take away the gold. Because I don't want to give Drew another loss. Because Drew's going to get another loss. That's going to happen. It's either
I want Drew to win the title, resign. He wins his first. He wins one.
They're not going to give him the title unless he resigns. Because they can't have their champion walk out of the fucking company.
They've done it before.
They've done it before because that's fucking Vince. This is Triple H.
All right. Next one, New Day versus DIY versus Creed Brothers versus Imperium.
Is Shiloh okay?
Shiloh, come here. He's fine.
Okay.
DIY won. They face they face Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate on Friday.
For the Elimination Chamber match, yes.
No, is it gonna be at the Chamber?
It's gonna set up a Chamber match, yes.
Sweet.
Match at Chamber. I should say Chamber match.
Chamber's gonna fucking suck.
Yeah, when the DIY wins the championship and takes away from the voice, yeah.
That's the only redeeming.
You know what I'm pissed about? Judgment Day won't help the girl out. They never come out and help her. Not even like to hold her back or bring or like flee with her. They never come out to help her. Never.
They don't want to touch Nia. They don't want to touch Nia. They'll get injured.
No, but if they can take Rhea away from the situation, like how security tried to do, and they won't let Dom come out to help her. Like, it's help your girl out.
But yeah, it's confirmed. Rhea versus Nia Elimination Chamber. Probably the main event. Yeah, they confirmed it.
Okay.
Probably the main event.
Well, yeah, because it's Australia and it's Rhea. And there's no men's championships besides Logan. And they haven't set that up yet. But Rhea was fucking pissed during that promo. That's the most pissed I've seen her promo in a long, long time.
Yeah.
That was something.
That was something. Yeah. Becky qualified for the Chamber.
Dope. Yeah, it's gonna be the final 6 women that didn't win.
Yeah. Akira Tozawa and Maxine Dupree faced Ivan Valhalla.
Maxine needs a lot of work.
And I'm going to say this. There's one spot going around people blaming Maxine.
It's her fault because she was too short. Yeah.
She might have been short, but Valhalla did a horrible job of adjusting.
And I'm not saying she didn't. I'm just saying Maxine, I keep seeing spots from Maxine that she's always too short. So either she needs to figure out to take 2 steps forward, or she needs to fucking extend those flips and shit. Because she's always short. That's the issue. Put her on NXT. Seriously.
The Kabuki Warriors are still your tag champs.
They went fucking off, bro. They were great.
Liv, yeah.
What?
Liv Morgan is after Rhea.
Yeah, I love that promo. That's Sunday Mania. And she has a match next week.
The best thing that happened that night, Pat McAfee found his new Shinsuke.
Who's the new Shinsuke?
Jey Uso. McAfee hopped on the table.
Gunther
it's like, you can't blame me, Cole. If the WWE's universe is doing it, I'm doing it.
Gunther has his 600-day celebration. That was
Jey Uso came out.
It's going after the IC Championship. When does that fit into any plans soon?
I think it's going to be on a Monday.
Do you think it's just so that Gunther's retaining? Okay, cool.
And we're going to get Sheamus' return, and we're going to get Sheamus again at Mania. I will not stop pushing the agenda.
Well, Gunther can't go to Elimination Chamber because his visa, whatever is going on.
They need to figure that shit out.
Jay and Jimmy are going to face out of Mania.
Because, you genuinely can't do Bash at Berlin without him.
I think it finishes. I think it's cleared in June.
Because if you go to Berlin, you have to have Gunther.
But yeah, I think it gets cleared in June.
Good. And then,
but I seriously don't know when that match fits if you want Jay to win. So.
And then finally, Cody beat Shinsuke.
In a bull rope match. Got misted. And then Drew came out and beat the shit out of him.
Drew's a fucking... It's suddenly funny, but he does it every fucking week now.
Yeah, Drew's a fucking Menace to Society.
What the fuck? Have you ever watched the Menace to Society videos? He's like the champs. Something has. He goes through cartoon characters and did you watch the OG Teen Titans?
Oh yeah.
He did one on Slade.
Oh my god.
And it's him talking about how big of a menace they were.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Exhibit A. Bro beat his ass and wasn't even there. Bro put shit in his head, beat him up in his head, but it translated to real life. Well, the motherfucker was dead. He's not saying what I said, obviously, but dude, just been off on a have you watched Dragon Ball?
No, I've not watched Dragon Ball.
God damn it, then that's the other one. Yeah, because he had a bunch on Dragon Ball because some of those motherfuckers were menaces.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Isn't Frieza just a Menace Society?
Yeah. Majin Buu, Menace to Society. Goku Black, Menace to Society.
All I know about Majin Buu is that he is chocolate, and he goes fucking crazy. I play Jump Force. That's the only reason I know why.
But to basically sum up Goku Black is the guy who
churn.
Huh?
This is taking a churn.
Yeah, right. He basically had a grudge against Goku, took Goku's body and killed his family.
Jesus fucking Christ!
See why he's a menace?
Yeah, fuck. It's like Black Manta type shit where he kills his child.
Yeah. But that's Drew Reigns now. Drew's a fucking menace.
I love it. Anything else we need to cover this episode?
I have nothing.
I got nothing else too. So, but yeah, Rob was great. Sunday was amazing.
Good week of wrestling.
It was a good week of wrestling, and then Dwayne ruined it. We're gonna drop our pipe bomb. We're gonna dress up as CM Punk, and we're gonna find the Raw set, and we're just gonna drop a pipe bomb. But yeah, we got nothing else for you guys this week. again, it's Tuesday, so if anything happens between now and when this video goes up, please don't get mad at us. We need time to put this stuff up. But thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys next week when we talk more about wrestling. And I believe that should be Chamber. No, not Chamber Predictions. Wouldn't be then.
Actually, hold on. I want to say this because of it just happened. As the crowd at NXT was chanting "Fuck you, Melo."
Yeah.
Carmelo's response was just "Not yet."
So next week's not Chamber predictions. That's the week following. So we'll talk more about. We'll probably talk about Chamber or something.
We'll talk more about Chamber, but next week we talk about a game.
Do we?
Yes.
Is that in the plans?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember. Well, we'll talk. We talk about stuff next week. So we'll see you guys when we talk about more stuff. Yeah, we typically talk about stuff. But until then, bye-bye.
Peace.